Higuruma's technique might save Megumi, but there's a risk he could be accused of Sukuna's crime and get a death penalty. Will Higuruma and Yuji be able to rescue Megumi from Sukuna's grip? If yes, how can they save him? Let's talk about that. Trust me, you need to watch this till the end. So sit tight and enjoy the video. Sukuna has been eyeing Megumi Fushiguro since their first encounter. Fascinated by his power and untapped potential, in chapter 212, the King of Curses transferred his soul from Itadori to Fushiguro, effectively holding his soul captive. We have been pondering how sorcerers can rescue Megumi from Sukuna's grasp. Leveraging Higuruma's technique, he and Itadori could potentially isolate Fushiguro's soul, providing a means to communicate with him without interference. Since taking Fushiguro as his vessel and targeting Sumiki, Sukuna used Megumi's body to kill his sister in chapter 219. This event led Megumi to fully succumb to Sukuna's malevolence, allowing his soul to be suppressed. If Higuruma were to open his domain and summon Fushiguro as a defendant instead of Sukuna, they could potentially bring forth the young sorcerer's soul. The terms of deathly sentencing would prevent Sukuna from fighting back, offering an opportunity for the duo to target their lost friend's soul and potentially save him, with Sukuna left powerless to intervene. Isolating Megumi within Higuruma's domain would provide a strategic advantage for Itadori and Higuruma to potentially extract him from Sukuna using a soul-swapping technique. The earlier indication of Itadori practicing this technique with second-year sensei Kusakabe aids to the feasibility of this plan. The crucial requirement would be to have Megumi alone, free from disruption or threat. And Higuruma's technique appears to offer this opportunity on a silver platter. While the soul-swapping technique presents potential salvation for Megumi Fushiguro, it also carries the risk of working against him. In Higuruma's domain, which mirrors real-life trials, Fushiguro might face intense scrutiny. When used against Itadori, he admitted guilt to crimes committed by Sukuna, leading to a death sentence from judgment and a narrow escape from the executioner's sword. Given Fushiguro's history as a Sukuna's vessel during a killing spree, judgment could present him with a similar case. The gravest outcome might arise if Fushiguro is asked about Sumiki's death, as his conscience could hold him accountable for Sukuna's actions. However, their cases are nuanced and might differ. Higuruma's confusion over Itadori's guilty confession highlights a crucial distinction. In their post-battle conversation, Higuruma clarifies that Itadori is not responsible for Sukuna's actions. Citing Penal Code Article 39, Section 1, he emphasizes that Itadori did not willingly surrender control to Sukuna, with his body momentarily overtaken beyond his control. In contrast, Megumi willingly gave up control following Sumiki's death. Consequently, the forgiving nature of Higuruma's technique may not extend to Fushiguro. If put on trial and confessing guilt for Sukuna's crime instead of saving him, Higuruma and Itadori could potentially subject him to a death sentence. The involvement of Higuruma and Itadori in the prolonged battle against Sukuna presents a double-edged sword. While Higuruma's domain expansion holds promise for isolating Megumi's soul and potentially extracting him from Sukuna's control, it also carries the risk of exacerbating the situation. If Fushiguro were found guilty of crimes like the murders of Sumiki or Gojo, it might intensify his descent into Sukuna's malevolence. With genuine self-blame for these tragedies, the duo must proceed cautiously in what is assumed to be a rescue mission for Megumi Fushiguro, recognizing the potential for outcomes to sway in either direction. The answer to whether Higuruma's domain can save Megumi or not is soon to be revealed. What do you think? How can Megumi be rescued? Do share your thoughts in the comments. That's it for now. Until then, peace or maybe not. 誰だっけ